Hey team! So today, Shawna is here with us, and she is going to share with us what she has been doing to create a very thriving VIP community. And she's going to go over three different areas, and we will try to keep it short and sweet. But one area I'm super excited for her to talk about. So if you get on here, tell us hey. If you're on the replay, just comment replay so we know that you have seen this. But this is definitely going to be one that you do not want to miss, especially if you are struggling at all with your VIP group and boosting that interaction and building that community that we all talk about that we want in our VIP groups. So she actually just blew my mind away before we went live. We were chatting a little bit. This girl is doing 2 game nights every week in her VIP group. So you guys, you're going to have to buckle your seatbelts and get ready to listen. But she's going to talk about her game nights in her VIP group, how she balances her content with a mix of nails and other areas, and then scheduling and planning her group. So Shawna, introduce yourself to the team, and then you can just jump into whichever topic you want to start with because they're all going to be good. So
Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Shawna. I've been on this team since June of last year. So I'm almost at my 1 year mark, which honestly, like I tell Lindsay this all the time, I never thought I would make it this far and be where I'm at. So this is like super, super exciting for me. And then when Danielle asked me to do this, I was like, oh my God, this is like, wow, this is really happening for me. So, okay. So I'm going to talk about, like Danielle said, the 3 areas of my VIP group. The first one that I'm going to talk about is scheduling. That's literally what keeps me going with mine is especially I know a lot of us are busy and have lots of stuff going on is I keep myself like I'm like a month. I have stuff scheduled a month in advance. Like I'm working on like the first week of May in my group right now. That really like helps me. And so if like there's an issue to one day to where you're not able to go, you're still showing up in your business. Like there's days where I'm busy at work and I can't like catch up for like 15 hours on my comments in my VIP group, but this stuff is still scheduled. So I'm literally still showing up every single day. And I learned that from Danielle because she's always like, show up every single day. So like that's a big thing for me. Like I do at least 2 posts a day, sometimes 3, sometimes even more than that. My people are like, oh my God, this girl's crazy. But, so I do at least 2 or more a day. Obviously, on my game nights, there's a lot more, but I'm doing at least 2 a day. What I do with my stuff is I am part of they changed the name. It's called Phoenix Graphic Group. And they, have a calendar that they post every month, and I base like at least one of my posts off of that, and then my second one I'll just go and search for content, which I didn't use it until recently. But if you have not looked at the team link tree that Danielle has, that is absolutely amazing. Like the VIP things that you can do with that to help your group is good. Like I have like would you rather Wednesdays every now and then, feature Fridays, spotlight Saturdays, like that stuff really helps with your scheduling and making sure that you have at least 2 posts a day. And you don't, want it to be all just like spammy, like, oh, buy these nails from me, because that was me at the beginning and I had no idea like what I wasn't getting many interactions. So I reached out to Lindsay and she's the one that told me about the calendar. And ever since then, it's taken a while to get me to where I am, but it really took off with that. That calendar helps keep you balanced and you're not always posting about sales and that type of stuff. So my next one that I'm going to talk about, which I kind of just mentioned it, is a good balance of nails and personal.
Shawna, can I ask you real quick?
Yeah.
A lot of people are probably going to want to know. So if you're doing 2 posts a day, what times are you doing those?
Mine just depends. Like I do one in the morning at like 10 or by
Okay.
10. And then I'll do another one anywhere between 12:30 and 2:30. I know a lot of people are at work, so the they don't really get a lot of interaction when I first post them, but as
Okay.
the day goes on, like it starts like, what was the one I posted the other day? What's your favorite board game? Which I found the graphic for it in a group. Just like, oh, it's question of the day. That's what this month is. It has like, there's a question every day that asks the VIPs. And the one the other day was about like board games. And it got like tons of interactions. Obviously, I wasn't right there as they're like commenting on it
Yeah.
because of my schedule that I have. Because, you know, Walmart takes away my life. But
Yeah.
I'm able to like get back with them and, you know, it gets a lot of interactions just like the game nights.
Okay. Perfect.
So as I started talking about the good balance of nails and personal, like I was all about like, buy these nails from me, buy these nails from me. And I got like super, super discouraged to the point where I was ready to just like throw the towel in. And then Lindsay Hendricks, I reached out to her and she's the one, she was like, have you tried a social calendar? And I was like, what is that? Had no idea what that was. So she sent me one. This was probably like July or August. And she told me where she got it from. So ever since then, like I said before, that I schedule a month ahead. The month prior, I would go in and I would look like, okay, where's these calendars? And sometimes it's like a week to 10 days before they post the one for the following month. But I feel like I catch it like right as they post it and
Yeah.
I save it. And that's how I mean, it gives you to where you're not always posting about nails or about sales. It's different
Yes.
interactions.
Well, and I love too the fact that you are that far ahead. So if you're going on vacation or heaven
Mm-hmm.
forbid something tragic come up that pulls you from your business for a few days, like your business is still running.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's, you're still there, but you're
Mm-hmm.
present in life. And that's what I love about that scheduling feature is just our business can operate while we live life. And we're able to do that because we can take 30 free minutes on a Sunday afternoon and schedule out a week. Or some people like you that do, that far in advance. I used to be so good that I could have 2 months ahead scheduled back when Facebook allowed us to do that far ahead. And I loved it. It was the biggest burden off my shoulders to know that my VIP group was done and then be able to focus all of my other attention on, my team, enrolling, parties, all that other stuff that is going to help evolve your business. So I love that.
Yeah, it's really like helpful. Like I said, like with that calendar, like once it comes out, normally I have like one Sunday off a month, and most generally it hits on that Sunday. And that's what I like to do, like when the baby is napping, because I have a 5-year-old and an almost 2-year-old. So when when the baby is napping, I will, try to start those scheduling that to try to at least get that one initial post, and then I can go back and add to it. Like the 80s nails launched today, I went back. I went
Yes.
back and I had all those girls' night ins this weekend, and then there's another one tonight. I went in and added. I mean, they're just this or that, but my group literally goes crazy over them. They absolutely love them. So I'm just
Wow.
gonna keep on doing what works for me to, keep those interactions. And by the way, I know this is a little bit off topic, but your graphic for the new stylist about getting 9 ladies to add 5 people. Oh my gosh, I've got like 20 new VIP members since Friday because of this. Yes, like this one girl, I went live this morning to talk to everyone about doing this live and how nervous / excited I was. And this one girl has never done Color Street. I used to work with her, so she's a close friend of mine. She's literally like had went in, was like, oh, I'll make you a decal for your car, and is like added
Oh,
like almost 20 people. Like I'm like, where did all these members come from? And she had
yes.
went in and added. So that graphic has really helped because not just her, but some other
Oh,
of my good VIPs have added. So that is
good.
great. Everyone should really take advantage of that. Put it in your announcements. It will do you wonders.
Yes.
So then I guess the last thing that we would be talking about would be game nights and how crucial they are to your business. Because at first I was only doing one, but I kept seeing all the interactions that I would get. And it was probably around November or December is when I started posting 2 a week. And everyone in my group loves them. They're like always there for game nights. I've even gotten people at random that they're a silent member, don't ever comment, and every now and then you will see them like commenting on it. So they are amazing. They will do wonders for your business.
And where are you creating all of your
No, oh my gosh, girl, I don't got time for that.
Okay, all right. I was just like 2 a week. That is a lot. So are you getting them all from the graphics groups?
Yes, the I use the Phoenix graphics. The one that you share, I use too. But I also use, it used to be Nailed It or something like that. But it's
Okay.
now a it's called Phoenix Graphics or something like that. I could send you the link to it. I'm pretty sure you're a member of it. But
Okay.
it is, that's where I get a lot of mine from. That's where I get my calendar from too, is that one. And it is absolutely amazing. Like that is, you can just go in that search bar, search this or that, and all kinds of stuff comes up. Like there's even stuff from like a year ago from 80s stuff. Like I had a girl, I reached out to 10 people because of the 10 days of tasks, which are amazing, by the way. Um, and I had a girl that she became a VIP member from a party, has never interacted, never even answered any of my messages from then. She answered a message and we started talking back and forth, and she's hosting a party and she agreed to do 80s. So I went in there and I found stuff from like a year ago, like trivia games and stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
So yeah,
Wow.
you can really find anything in that stuff.
Okay, so basically you're just going to the graphics group, you're finding these game nights, and then you're just scheduling them. Do you do it over a 1 hour period, one post every 5 minutes, or how do you run your
I
game?
do one post every 5 minutes.
Okay. And then are you doing a prize with each game night, or is it just solely for interaction purposes?
Most of mine is solely for interaction purposes, but I do post like other games for prizes. And I mean, even if you can give them just a twosie, which is what I send,
Yeah.
and my people go like crazy over it. Like they're always when they get their nail mail, they're always posting like, "Oh, look what I got in the mail today. Shawna's so great." I actually sent Lindsay these screenshots of two different girls had posted on my page last week of how much they love the group and all kinds of stuff, and how good that I run it and all this other stuff.
Oh,
It was great. It was like, oh my god, this is awesome. At least I know I'm doing something right.
yes. Wow. Yeah, that is awesome. Okay. So, I want to go back to the balance of the nails and other stuff. What would
Okay.
you say, like a typical week in your VIP group, what would you say your content is? Just to give people kind of an idea of how you're sprinkling the nails in there, but what else you are posting throughout the week.
Well, like this week, like I said, there's every day there's a post that's question of the day, and it's some type of question that deals with, I don't even know what they all are. I found them in the graphics group. They don't even have April on them, so you could really use them for any month.
Okay.
But it's just like a small question just to get them interacting. Like the board game was one of them. There was another one that was like, have you made anyone laugh today? Or just simple questions to try to get people interacting. So I would say I do 2 posts a day, and if I do 2 game nights, those are at least like 13 posts. So I'm going to say like there's close to 50 that's on there, but I mean it really doesn't take you very long if you spent like, I don't really follow, I somewhat follow a block schedule, But if you're on there and say you take an hour to just do Color Street stuff, it's not going to take you that full hour, especially if you already have the content. Like, I always use my phone. I don't have a laptop. So everything is in my phone and it's all saved. So I even have like Color Street's own album that I put in there to make it easier when I go to post. I just click on Color Street, go down. I already have in my thoughts like what I'm going to do, what days I'm going to do. I normally do Sunday is normally a game night, which I think that seems to be a lot of people's. Like Sunday and Thursday, and I may do like sometimes if I don't do Thursday, I may do a different day. So
Okay.
it just depends, but
So how often do you feel like you are sharing nails?
honestly, probably about only 20 or 30% of the time.
And then how often are you offering like incentives and promotions to purchase, like sales and stuff like that?
I do that. I mean, it's not like 100% of the time, so I'm not like all salesy, but like last month I had already hit BQ because I wanted to be in the Elite 300. So I found this graphic, and I wish I would have found it for April too, but it has March and had like the 4-leaf clovers on it. But it was a graphic that said, help me get to my goal. And it had $1,000, it had like each increment in hundreds. And then I would have a check mark once I was there. Help me reach my goal, and someone will get 2 free sets. So I put on the comment, like when I posted it and put in the announcements, I put that whoever placed an order or did an inventory order from me would be entered into that, just so it wasn't just like, the people that bought my inventory didn't get in on that. It was everyone was getting in on that. And I made more than $1,000 last month. I ended the month at 1628.
Oh my
So
gosh.
my best month ever.
Congratulations. Oh my gosh. That is wonderful. So is that all from your VIP or you're doing parties as well?
I had 4 parties. One of them, I think I had $100. Actually, 2 of them, I think I had $100 in sales, and the other one I only had 50. So most of it was from my VIPs. Yes.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
And
Well,
I will do like random lives, like when I get my nail mail. It might not even be the day that I get it, and just show people. And sometimes people will buy off of those lives. Really help me sell my inventory, because you think that somebody's not watching, but they really are. Because one night I just did a random one and I sold like almost $100 worth of nails.
yeah, those live sales are awesome. And especially if you create urgency, like, oh, I only have one of these, or, I've got this and it's retired. And a lot of times when I do the live sales, I get a lot of orders after the fact, like people that go back and watch the replay. And if I say,
Yep.
This is open until tomorrow at 10 p.m., there's so many people that go back and watch that replay and, comment on sets and purchase until the sale ends. So those live sales are great.
And if no one has tried it, I got the graphic from someone else, but I did a live dice sale at the end of the month, last month, and I made, from one person, I got almost $100. It was like almost $200 that I sold.
She should have signed up.
She doesn't want to do it. I've asked, but she can be a really good customer of mine. But yeah, she bought just $100. I was like, okay.
Wow, that is great. Okay, well, I checked over here. I've been trying to keep up on my laptop to see if we had questions that come up. A lot of people, though, are just super excited about what you're sharing, and they're like, yes, yes. So was there anything else that you wanted to chat about?
I had something. Well, I did have another thing on there, and it was about the lives, which we just talked about, because that is, I feel like that's really, I was a type of person that was so nervous to do lives, and then I tried to get myself in the habit of doing them, and like I said, that one night I just like wanted to go through the inventory just to like show people. And that night I got like $100 worth. So you never know who's watching, to be honest. Like I get there will be comments from people that are silent members. I still go through and message members. I try not to sound spammy. That I need to work a little bit better on. But yeah, you really never know who's watching. You can just get a random person. I had a girl that hosted a party and didn't have any sales in her party, didn't have any interactions in the party, nothing. And then just one day, like, bam, she posted she ordered a buy three, get one free. And I was like, oh my gosh, she never interacts or anything. And she's got more interactive since then. But yeah.
Wow. That's incredible. All right. Well, I don't see any other questions on here. I've also been typing and responding to questions as we go. So I know when we get done, you can scroll back through and add your comments, with the questions. But thank you for
You're
sharing.
welcome.
This is great information. I'm still blown away that you do 2 game nights a week.
I do.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was doing good by doing them twice a month, but now I'm like, I need to step my game up and start taking Shawna's advice. So, all right. Well, thank you all for joining us. And if you do have questions, just comment below when you're on the replay. And I'm sure, Shawna would be glad to go back and help address them. So we will talk to you all later. Have a good day.